welcome to the channel. So as a part of this video, I'm going to take a mock interview with one of my subscribers. His name is Karthik, having a total of 3.5 years of experience into software testing. So let's welcome him. So how are you, Karthik?
Yeah, I am good.
Okay, so you're comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable. How about you?
Yeah, I'm comfortable. Which part of India you are located?
Chennai.
Chennai. Okay, I saw your resume. It's Chennai. Yeah.
Mm.
So you're one of the your final interview or your real interviews tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and that's the reason you mailed me that I should conduct your mock interview now. So
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that.
okay, okay. I will be really happy if you are getting selected in that. But I mean, in case not, I mean, there will be multiple doors open for you. Nothing to worry about
Yeah,
it. We'll
yeah,
try our best that you will get a job tomorrow. If not, nothing to worry. You will be getting multiple doors.
yeah.
So
Of course.
I'm really happy that you took this step of mailing me and telling me that I should take your mock interview. Let's start it. So Sharath, if you are comfortable, shall we start?
Yeah,
Okay.
can. You can.
Yeah, Karthik. So you're okay for this video to go live on my channel?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, Karthik. Karthik, if you're comfortable, I would love to hear about you. If you can tell me something, that would be great.
Yeah, good. I am Karthik. I am from Chennai. I have done graduation in computer science and engineering. Currently, I'm having 3.5 years of experience. I'm working in it. Yeah, should I want to say the name of organization? Is that necessary or?
It's not at all required. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Actually, initially I joined in my organization as a contract employee. Uh, I have worked as a contract employee for around 1.5 years. Based upon my performance, I got converted into full-time employee. So currently I'm working there, and also I have been serving notice period.
Okay.
So currently I'm looking for a job change.
Okay. So you have got a new job. One job is in your hand.
Yeah, actually I'm in the end of notice period.
Okay. Great. Great, Karthik. You can let me know your skills or you can let me know the skills or how you start your day, how you end your day. You can let me know something about you.
Yeah, okay. Coming to my skills, um, I have a total of 3.5 years of experience in manual testing. I will be performing both functional and non-functional testing. We will be doing regression, sanity, smoke testing. We are doing a product. Actually, we are working for a product-based testing. We will be testing both the product and the web application.
Okay. Karthik, you said me right that you will be working even on non-functional testing side. I want to know which kind of testing you work on non-functional testing side.
Non-functional, when it comes to non-functional, I have performed a reliability performance testing.
Okay. And how do you have done performance testing in your company for your project, for your application?
Yeah, actually, we have not done performance testing for application. We have done it for a product actually.
Product. Okay. Tell me about it. Like, don't tell me the product, but how you have done the performance testing is what I'm looking for.
Actually, in our product, there it will be an LUI. So in LUI, there it will be a multiples of in that user in that interface, we will be having different types of applications. So what we will be doing for example, we will be having a contact application. So in that contact application, we will be initially we will simply just open contact application. We will see how much response time it is taking to open the contact application. Meanwhile, we will try to put multiple contacts like 1,000 or 100,000, more than 1,000. We will try to put, and we will open it, and we will see the response time after multiple contacts have been added to it.
Got it.
Similarly, Yeah.
So nothing but you will put load on it and you will see whether response time, which earlier
Yeah.
was giving in let's say earlier it was giving response in 1 second. If you're putting 100
Yes.
loads, what is the response time? This is what you are checking in performance testing.
Yes, in performance testing we'll be checking.
Got it. Is there any other parameter that you will be checking while doing performance testing, or it is just the response time that you will be checking?
Actually, for UI user interface, we will be checking response time, and we will see whether the application is lagging or not. If it lags, we will find the suitable way to see to find a suitable thing, like why it is lagging. We will see to that. Since my domain comes under in since it is a printer domain,
Okay.
so it depends upon time. So
Okay.
we will
Got it.
be.
Got it.
Mm,
Got it. So what you are trying to tell is, since your domain is like that, where you will be more focusing only on what is the response time, because
performance.
response time
Yes.
plays an important role in your company, in your project, right?
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Karthik, I want to understand, like you have 3.5 years of experience, right? Is there any particular reason that why you have not moved to automation, or you have not learned it yourself? Any reason for that?
Actually, when I have told you before, like I have joined here as a contract employee. After 1.5 years, I was about to learn automation and move to that automation domain. But due to some family problem like health issue, I was not able to do that. So,
Okay. Sure, Karthik. I guess this is the right time for you to start learning automation.
yeah, sure.
It does not take much. It will take your time. It will take your effort. It will take your courage to learn it. But believe me, once you learn it, it will help you a lot. And believe me, one
Yeah,
more thing, Karthik. I'm really happy that you're getting calls for manual testing positions today, and you're attending it. You got the offer letter already, I believe. You have got one offer letter in hand, right?
no, I didn't get.
Got it. Okay,
Actually,
okay. In case
going
you've
to.
not got it, but you're getting like call from companies. Like today you will get it, but believe me, you are at very high position now. You are having 3.5 years of experience at this position, right?
Yes.
Chances of getting manual testing calls will be slightly less.
Yeah.
If you just put automation 5 points, right? Just 5 topics from automation in your resume, the chances of getting calls will be much more higher. I mean, see, I'm not telling you to become a master in just next 30 days, but you can become it. It's all on you. But to motivate you, I'm just telling you that take your 2 months of time, 3 months of time maximum, in case you have it. In case you don't have, you can put more effort, and you
Yeah,
can
got
start
it.
learning automation, and you could put the same thing in your resume. That will really help you. I mean, so
Yeah, got it.
this is a suggestion at starting I just gave you. Now you wanted to conduct this interview only for manual testing, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, sure, Karthik. Karthik, I want to know, you said me that you have worked on functional testing side, non-functional testing side, you have worked on
Yes.
regression side.
Yes.
I want to know, you said me that you have worked on performance testing side too. Ever come across security testing?
No, actually, I have not done security testing, but my colleagues they used to do security testing.
Any idea about that, or?
Security testing, when it comes to my domain, security testing in the sense, it's like since it comes under printer, many when it printer goes into some confidential places like army, that defense or something, some defense place means, so there people will be sending, there will be a that people will be sending faxes, and we will be there will be people will be sending mails to the authorities. So for that purpose they will be doing security testing in order to there should not be any leakage of that
Data.
important documents.
Got it. I understood this part. You are aware of which tool anyone will be using while doing web security testing? Any idea? Any tool you are aware of that people will be using for web security testing? Any idea that you have?
No.
Okay, okay, no issue. So on my channel, there is a playlist called as web security testing. If you open that, I have uploaded almost 4 or 5 videos in that. I mean, in case you want to add this skill in your profile, or anyone who will be watching this video, I'm just trying to tell you guys that if you have knowledge just on manual testing side, you can learn web security testing too just by installing Burp Suite. Burp Suite is a tool. It is a free widely tool which anyone can install it in their system, in their laptop or system, and they can start working on it. It's just free, and you just have to watch those 4 videos and start working on it. So the reason I'm telling, because if you want to show more skills, you can just add those skills also in your profile. That's fine. uh, Karthik, your profile is just right next to me. I will be asking you a question just from your profile. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Sure, Karthik. Uh, Karthik, tell me, a developer has given you the fix after you
Okay.
raised a bug to him, and now you will be testing it. Which kind of testing you will it is called as?
It is called retesting actually.
Okay.
Mhm.
Karthik, have you ever reviewed the test cases written by your peers?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to know what exactly you will be checking while reviewing the test cases, which is written by your peers. What exactly you will be looking in that?
Actually, I will be looking in. I will looking like whether the test case, the particular test case covers with this particular requirement or not. Whether the test case can be, uh, whether the test case that he or she has written, it can be um, tested. It can be like whether the test environment is suitable to test the test case, or whether it is difficult for a user to sorry, tester to test that one. I will do like that.
Okay. Is there anything that you are missing? See, whatever answer you have given is fine. When you are reviewing someone test cases, you should be first aware of what is the requirement. So I'm expecting you will be doing that, right? When you are reviewing someone test
Yeah.
cases, you will be aware of the requirement, what it is, and like whether test engineer have written all the test cases or not, all the scenarios he has covered or not. That is, he has covered all the requirement. What he will do, what test engineer will do, how he will write test cases. He will take up this requirement, and from there only he will write it, right? Your job is to check whether he has really written for all kind of scenarios or not, whether he has written the test cases for all requirement or not. You will check that whether the scenarios are written, test scenarios are written with test case design technique or not, whether positive scenarios are written, whether negative scenarios are written, the scenarios are written in such a way that you will be able to find out more number of bugs. Is it fine? I mean, whatever I have said is, you think is a correct answer?
Yes.
Yeah. Even whatever you have said is absolutely correct. See, in software testing, there is nothing fixed answer. You have to make it fix. I mean, your perspective of answering something is maybe different. My way of answering something can be different. But in the end, whatever you have said is absolutely correct. Nothing to worry. Karthik, any idea about migration testing? Like why this term has come into the picture, or when someone will do migration testing? Any idea you have?
Migration testing. Sorry, I don't have.
Okay. See, there will be a chances that in your company they will be following the. In every company there will be database, right? I'm just giving you one of the example. Let's
Okay.
say the example you are using, it can be Oracle DB. Let's say it can be
Mhm.
Oracle, and now your
Yes.
company is moving from Oracle DB to, let's say, MongoDB, or let's say some other DB. There are n number of databases in market. So let's say your software is ready, right? Your software is where the data is getting stored in the database, right?
Yes.
Now they want to, maybe they are using now MongoDB, and now MongoDB they don't want to continue with the MongoDB, but they want to move to the Oracle DB. Example I'm telling, it can be anything. So you are migrating from one platform to the other platform, right? So that is the reason migration testing has come into the picture, to perform testing thoroughly now. Now you have understood migration testing?
Yes, yes.
Now can you tell me what and all things you will test it while doing migration testing?
We will be checking the compatibility testing.
Compatibility. Uh, Not exactly. If you can tell me more.
Actually, I have not been into migration testing.
See, this is it is a very normal question which I asked you. Let's say,
Yeah,
right? It is not something which requires a practical approach, but you can think and
yeah,
just
okay.
answer. See, your
Yeah,
database is getting stored today in this DB, but now
yeah,
they're changing the DB from this to this. What will be your approach? You will
okay.
test each and everything. You have to perform functional, you have to test it non-functional, you have to test component testing, you have to do end-to-end testing, you have to do regression testing. Whichever testing you have to perform each and everything, because you have to validate that each and every scenario, each and every component, each and every system test scenarios are tested and it is working fine, because you are migrated from one platform to the other platform, right? You need to make sure that each and everything is tested. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me some negative scenarios for this Zoom application?
Negative scenarios. Enter username with invalid password and try to log in. Try to log in. Yeah, try to log in with whether it is logging or not.
Okay.
Similarly, like entering wrong password and entering wrong username, incorrect username and correct password. We try to check whether it is logging successfully. Am I am I going correct?
Yeah, you can let me know more.
Then uh, download a Zoom application for Android platform and try to install it in iOS platform.
Okay.
Uh, like vice versa, trying iOS in Android.
Okay. See, Karthik, when it comes to a negative scenario for any application, right? See, wherever you are joining tomorrow, you know the main role of software tester, right? To break any kind of software. And when you can break the main software, right? By thinking that in how many ways you can break it. That is by analytical thinking of any individual. You can think of different ways. I can think of different ways, right? But this is what a job of a software tester, like thinking in a way that to break a software, right? And someone will hire you tomorrow only because if they get to know that you are thinking from quite different way, you're thinking from many perspective. If you just tell someone that by entering negative password, by entering wrong password or wrong mail id, this is, I mean, you have to tell at least more points. See, negative scenario is something which you can cover enormous number of points. You can you can tell me a lot of scenarios here. Like you're trying to log in with wrong mobile number, you're trying to log in with wrong mail ID. Forget about the mail ID part. Forget about the login part. Come to the application and now try to fill it. Maybe sending the invitation to someone with just mobile number and check whether it is really receiving it or not. Sending the invitation to someone with correct mail ID. Sending the meeting invitation with some corporate mail ID. You have seen that every corporate company will have their individual mail ID, not Gmail ID, but they will be having some their corporate mail ID, right? You just send it to them and check whether it is really receiving it or not. You now we live in a country where our standard time is plus 5:30. You know this, right? Plus 5:30.
Yeah, yeah.
You send from your computer, from your application staying in India from 5:30 IST to someone who is staying in London, let's say, or maybe anywhere in this world, maybe Zimbabwe. Just send it to them and just check whether it is really matching the time or not. That is, you're sending at 5:30 p.m. exactly, and whether they are able to start the meeting at that time only or not. You're able to think now.
Yes.
See, okay. You want to add some point?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go.
I'm asking Karthik, do you want to add some points here?
Yeah, go ahead. You're asking me or
I'm asking you, do you want to add some points?
from your side or
Your
you're
side.
asking your side? No, it's okay.
Okay. So you can, I mean, if anyone is asking you, you have to add more points, then only they will be impressed with you. I mean, just don't answer with 2, 3 points. It will be a negative
Actually,
impact.
I have one question. Like when it comes to negative scenario, it's like putting wrong data, and we have to see whether the application is working fine or not. It is the negative scenario, right?
See, positive scenario is something which will test it as per the requirement, right? Now
Okay.
there comes the negative scenario. Negative scenario is something which is not written in the requirement. Now in the requirement,
Okay.
it will not be written that tested with the wrong detail, right? In requirement, it
Okay.
will be written that if you are entering it with the correct username and correct mail ID, you should be able to log in. But in your requirement, it will not be mentioned that if user is, I mean, there are chances that it will be written, but there will be a chances that it will not be written that if user is entering with wrong data, that is something you should test it yourself. This is negative. If you're testing something without looking into the requirement, that is called as negative, because you're trying to break the software now by some ad hoc scenarios or maybe some monkey scenarios that randomly you're testing it.
Yeah.
You're trying to break the software now. It is written that it will accept only mail ID, but what you're passing a mobile number. You're trying to pass maybe corporate mail ID. Let's say requirement was that it will accept only mail ID, Gmail IDs, not corporate. But now you're passing corporate and checking. This is a negative scenario. You're getting it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Karthik, I want to understand from you that how do you make sure that your test scenarios are enough to catch high quality defects?
Test scenarios. Sorry.
How will you make sure that your test scenarios are enough to catch high quality defects?
Actually, the test scenario should cover all the suitable requirements. The test coverage, it should be 100%. The test scenario in the sense you are asking about test cases, right?
Exactly.
Uh, uh, before before proceeding to the execution, the test scenario, it should be reviewed with the QA lead, the person called SMEs who has better knowledge about that. Then after reviewing, we have to proceed for the execution. This can avoid.
Okay. See, you can also write the test scenarios in such a way that you can also write the test scenarios in such a way that you follow test case design technique in order to come up with the creative scenarios. In order to cover all the different kind of scenarios, you can write random scenarios, you can write negative scenarios, you can test the software, or you can write the scenario those which are not written in the requirement. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Karthik. Whenever someone is asking you manual testing questions, right, you try to speak little more. I mean, don't stop with just one line. That will give a negative impact to anyone, because
Okay.
expectations are more now from you because your experience is more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to take my feedback in in a positive nature. Don't take me wrong.
No, 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 nothing.
You have heard about prototype model in SDLC? Heard about them?
Yeah.
Okay. My question is, what do you think that which kind of customer, or because of which customer any company has to follow prototype SDLC? Any idea?
You're asking like which company requesting for prototype or follows prototype.
Which company will follow prototype because of their customer? The answer is in the question, prototype.
Prototype.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not sure? Can you tell me what is prototype model?
Prototype is it's like a duplicate of original one. It's like
Duplicate.
it's a duplicate one. Yeah.
Duplicate is a very wrong word here.
Dummy.
Dummy is the correct word here. See, duplicate is
Yeah.
something, I have this mobile, but I have another mobile. Both are same.
Yeah.
This is not the
Okay.
real answer, right? Dummy. I have this mobile made up of real, but let's say I have another mobile made up of maybe rock or maybe thermocol. That is called as dummy, right? So
Okay.
now you think why company will follow a dummy model? Any idea?
They will follow prototype in order to see whether the customers likes to go for that product or go for that anything whichever we are going to develop. First, they will. Uh, I'm saying from my idea. Actually, I don't know.
It's
Uh,
totally okay.
uh,
Tell me.
yeah,
See,
they will see whether.
Karthik, you do not expect any interviewer that whatever question he is asking is because you have worked on that. Nothing like that. See, test engineers will not work on each kind of model. There are something which
Hmm,
is self-understood, which any interviewer will expect you to answer, right? Now there
yeah.
is not necessary for you to work on prototype model to understand what is prototype model. Prototype itself is a self-understood term, which anyone can tell me. So that's totally fine. You can let me know.
Yes. They will see whether they like this product or not. So user will feel the experience based upon the user review. They will further go with the uh, real one. So real one in the sense they will go for a further development.
Got it. Yeah, that's absolutely the correct answer, right? See, any company will follow prototype, a dummy model, because they can prepare the dummy model now, maybe in the piece of paper or maybe in the piece of sheets, and they can share the same thing with their customer. They will just let them know that this is how your software will look like in future. Give us go ahead. If they will give us the go ahead, the company will start developing the software. If they give some feedback, now the company has to fix it, show it to them again. If they give the approval, then I have to start developing the software and the process will go on. You understood this part?
Okay, you said before like uh, what and all the application or they will do prototype. Can you say that?
No, I asked you why company will follow prototype because of customer. So why
Ah,
because
okay,
of
okay,
customer I am following prototype is because maybe my customer is new to the market. Now let's say that there is a farmer. He's a very big farmer. Big farmer in the sense he's playing with crores of money. Let's say just an example. Just an example.
okay, okay,
He's earning, let's say, more, and now he wants some software to calculate his earnings. Maybe he wants some software. Let's say he has multiple branches. Now he has requested to some corporate company that please make a software for me. Now if I directly develop and give it to him, maybe he will not be happy because he's not familiar with this IT world. Now it is my job to show him the dummy version, like this is how your software will look like. Do you really agree? If he tell yeah, this is fine, then I will develop the software. If I show him the dummy model, if he say that no, this is not I want, please change this particular context, I will change it being the company and show him the new version. Oh, is it fine or not? Then he will give me go ahead and I will then develop the software and give it to him. I mean, is it understandable?
yes.
Okay. I want to understand, just let me know very quickly whether maintenance comes under SDLC or STLC.
Sorry,
Whether maintenance comes under
maintenance.
SDLC or STLC.
Maintenance.
Yes.
I think it comes under development life cycle.
Yeah, sure. That's the right answer. I want to know which all SDLC model you have worked on in your 3.5 year of experience.
STLC, software testing life cycle.
Software development lifecycle. I'm asking in your
Okay,
3.5 year of experience, which all
okay.
SDLC model you have worked on.
Actually, I didn't get you.
Okay. See, any company who is developing a software, they will be following
Okay,
some model.
Okay.
Either they,
Okay. Agile. Sorry. Agile method. We have been doing agile methodology.
okay, sure, sure. Can you tell me something about it then? Like what you do in Agile then?
Actually, first of all, I will give an explanation about agile in the sense both development and testing it will be done parallelly. Once the developer has once the developer writes a code or a code for some web application, he will be releasing in. We will be first of all we will be having a it will be divided agile in agile it will be divided into many sprints. So each sprint it will be like 1 to 2 2 to 3 weeks or 1 to 2 weeks. For every sprint uh, the developer will be developing a build. So every build after getting a build from the developer we will be doing the software testing life cycle. So we will be testing.
Yeah, sure, 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 sure.
Speaking from
I want to know
0117.
your Agile model. Who is the Scrum Master in your company?
Scrum Master, the Scrum Master in the sense
See,
the project.
see, I want to know this. You are working in some company, right?
Yes.
I mean, why these terms are very looking new to you? I asked you about SDLC. I mean, you were in a, you were thinking what to answer. Like SDLC is something which every company will follow it, right? Now it's a Scrum Master. You said me that your company is for working on Agile, and now like Scrum Master is something which you have not heard of.
Actually, I know Scrum Master. It will be there in. I don't know the one who is Scrum Master.
See, I'm asking in your company, who is the Scrum Master?
Project manager.
Okay, like I'm asking who in your company is the product manager. Why are you answering in like you are disturbed while answering this? This is, I mean, this is what I'm asking in your company. Who is? Is it a product manager for sure?
Yeah.
Okay, like
We
what's
don't call him. Sorry, we don't call him a Scrum Master.
what do you call it?
We will call it as a project manager, the one who leads the project actually.
See, Karthik, you are having now a 3.5 years of experience. Now
Okay.
your company follow the agile model, right?
Okay.
It is now, it is not about what your company follow it. It is about what is the standard. Now, you know agile model, right? There will be a person who will ask each and everyone what you did yesterday, what you're going to do today, and what is there any blocker. Do they ask anyone in your company for you?
Yeah.
Any person who is asking this one or he's doing the daily stand-up meeting is a scrum master. Just understand it like this. I mean, this does not require the practical approach. I mean, do not think that if in my company it is not working, it will not be possible. See, you just follow the standard. In agile methodology, if someone is asking you daily what you did yesterday, is there any blocker, or what you're going to do tomorrow, or what you did yesterday, whatever, what you're going to do today, is a person who is a scrum master. Can you tell me what is the roles and responsibility of a scrum master?
You will be assigning tasks to the resources. You will be assigning task in the sense you will be allocating the feature wise to the resources like this person has to cover this feature and this person has to do this thing, and he will be follow up with the bugs he has raised and what status of the bug, and you will be conducting stand-up calls every day and you will be discussing all these things.
Okay, you heard about story points?
Sorry.
Story points?
Story points.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you guys are using any tool for your sprint planning or your product backlog? You guys are using any tool, or you are managing each and everything in Excel sheet? Just asking.
You are asking about bug reporting tool.
My question is very much clear. I'm asking for the project management tool. Do you guys use any tool, or you guys follow it using Excel sheet?
Project management means you are asking about test
Project
case
management
or
tool in the sense how they assign tasks to you. They will create tickets, or how it is?
no, we will be having an application called app test. In that app test, we will be having test shoots. So in that test shoot, there will be a multiple test shoot. In every test shoot, every test shoot, it will cover some feature. So under test shoot, we will be having multiple test cases. So under the test cases, we will be performing.
Tell me, oh, got your point. Tell me one thing. Your Scrum Master will assign you some task, right?
Yeah.
How he will assign? How he will assign? He will tell you to work on this task. Like, is there a way by which someone will get to know that which task you are working on, what is the progress on this task, whether the task is dev in progress, whether the task is dev completed, whether the task QA in progress, whether the task is QA completed, whether the task is released? Is it you guys are following this software or not?
No, we are not following any.
Okay. So how your manager is assigning you task? Like there will be something, right, by which he will be assigning you task, or is it just verbally?
Actually, we will be communicating through mails. He will be giving SRS document. With that SRS document, uh, with the help of SRS document, there will be a test case mapped with that SRS document. So we'll be performing execution.
Got it. Got it. Sure. See, Karthik, I want to give you some suggestion here.
Yeah.
I believe that your company is not following, or your company don't own a project management tool. But believe me, company will expect you, the other companies which are going to hire you, right, tomorrow.
Actually, I still now I didn't get project management tool. It is a tool or it is a software?
Is there any difference between software and tool?
No, no, no. Sorry.
Okay. See, the name only says project management tool. It is used to manage the project. You create tasks there, you create multiple tasks there, you create multiple requirement there, and you assign it to people. I mean, in case you are not getting this, don't worry. I will soon upload this video on my channel. I think you will be able to get familiar with it. But believe me, if you are attending real interview.
Actually, you are saying project management tool, right? So I have one question. Like we have one application like where we can see the progress of the what we are doing. Like I said, like we have one application there. We will be having multiple test cases. We can before proceeding for execution. Once we get requirement, we will be writing test cases. After writing test cases, it will be reviewed and we will get permission. We will upload it in the tool, and we will be we will be proceeding execution in the tool itself. If we will update result, and in the tool we can see how many total number of test cases, how many test cases have passed and how many test cases have failed. You are
That is
saying.
test case management tool. You understand the term. You understand the
Okay.
term. What you are telling me, right? It is test case management tool. If you understand this term, it is used to manage your test cases. Test case
Yeah.
management tool. You're writing your test cases in that. You're getting it reviewed from them, from someone. You're just sending the link to them and they are reviewing it. You are fixing the review comment. You are, when you are executing something, you are marking it there, whether it is pass, fail, or not applicable or something. And if it is really, it will give you the result at last, whether how much percentage of test cases are pass, how much percentage of test cases are fail. That is called as test case management tool. That will help you to manage your test uh, results, right? But I'm talking about project management tool. If you're not worked on, you don't have to worry. But tomorrow, if you're joining some company, right, or anywhere, if you give this interview, they can expect you to know project management tool. I mean, this is something which is, I mean, can expect you. if some company is following agile, they can expect you to know this. So it is, as I said you, it is used to create multiple tasks in that. It can be from the project manager, it can be from the business analyst, or it can be from the scrum master. That example I'm telling you, that I'm the scrum master, you are let's say tester in my company. I will create a task in this particular tool only. I will assign it to the Karthik. I will keep manager as the manager, so that whatever the progress is there in the task, my manager will be aware of that. He will directly go to the task and just check it, what is the status. So
Actually,
tester job.
we are not following this.
I got this, you are not following it. I'm just telling that tomorrow expectation will be there from you to know this. I mean,
Yeah.
just understand that from the word, you just understand that project management tool, it is used to handle the project, that's all. If you can tell me the disadvantages of agile model.
You're asking disadvantages.
Yeah. Is it a hard question?
I feel.
Is it a hard question? Tell me frankly.
Yeah, I have not come across any disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Um Next question I will move. Uh, do you have any idea like why do we get bugs in the older modules?
Older modules, yeah,
Why do we get bugs in
actually
the older module?
maybe the tester who have test actually they have not understood the requirement, and might they have tested the module. The,
Okay, is the answer complete? I mean, I'm expecting a little more.
um,
Just think, right? Why do you get bugs in the older modules? You're testing something. Why you will get bugs in the older modules? In the new modules, definitely you can get it because it is
yes,
in the testing phase now.
because they would have missed some features, and they would have written some test cases, and suppose uh, if they have followed the old test cases like which have been followed for long months ago, because of uh, because of that reason, uh, they would have
Yeah,
missed
absolutely.
them.
Whatever you're answering is absolutely correct because they would have missed it when they would have tested the old module, right? When they would have tested the old module that time, they would have missed some maybe scenarios, or they would have missed to test that particular feature properly. They would have missed some, maybe they would have not written the test cases properly. They would have not written the test cases by applying test case design technique. And that's the reason they would have missed it. And that is the reason now it is coming when you're testing in the new module. The bugs are coming in the older modules, and there are chances that when a new module is getting added, this is impacting my old module. There are chances, so this is one of the reason. Yeah, Karthik, so that's all from this session. If I have to give my suggestion to you, first I would love to ask you like you, I want to hear from you, like what do you think, where you are, you just let me know from your side.
Sorry, where you are in the sense?
Means like what do you think, like how much marks you deserve out of 100? I mean, if you have to say.
60.
Okay, see, okay, so I will give suggestion from my side. So only suggestion will be, I believe that I believe personally believe that you are not in contact with your manual testing concept from long time, and that is the reason you have forgot it now, is what I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. And see, there will be few questions which will be, you can expect. I'm really sorry if I'm hurting you. Can I tell the real feedback or not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem. Tell me.
Okay, Karthik. See, there are few scenarios, right, which you can expect 2 year of experience person, 1 year of experience person to answer it. But I could see that there were few questions you were correct 75% of the places, you were not correct 25% of the places. Wherever you were not corrected, you were not correct, I added few points from my side. That's totally okay, because this is just a mock interview. This is not something which is going to change your life. This is just a mock interview, but this is definitely going to change your life today, because I'm sure that I'm trying to motivate you by giving some input from my side. And I'm sure that tomorrow you are going to, whichever points you saw you were lagging, you will try to improve that, and definitely you will come stronger. And so only feedback, I can tell you that you once revise your full manual testing concepts, and in case your company is not giving you a chance to work on automation testing, then in home only you can start automating your own application. Which all application, you take it from the market, you just take any application that is available today, just take it and automate it. You can learn manual automation testing in your home, and just try to automate your own application which is available on the net, and you can write down those points that you know from automation point in your resume. And let's see, there will be chances that out of 10 interviews that you attend, you might get selected in one of them. There is a chance that if you attend 25 interviews, there are chances that you may get selected in 2 or 3 of the interviews. Believe me, this is going to be happen. So
Yeah,
uh, that's the real feedback from my side. Karthik, if I've hurted you, I'm really sorry. It is my job to give you the real feedback. I'm really sorry if
yeah.
I'm hurting you.
No, no,
Yeah. You have any kind of suggestion for me?
no, no.
Okay. I
And
guess
thank you so much for your time that you have responded so quickly and you have agreed to give me a
Karthik,
chance to attend.
you requested me that you have tomorrow interview, right? I believe me.
Yes.
There were many people online. They requested me for today, but I said them no. I have someone to, because his interview is tomorrow, and I will take his interview. I can share you the screenshot also that I have said to 7 people
Yeah.
no because of you.
No, no, no.
Yeah, just telling you. I believe that this session that we had, that will really motivate you to learn few things and to do best in your upcoming life. And Karthik, whenever you're getting your next job, I want you to send a mail to me, that you have got a job, and I want to see you
Sure.
getting a job very quickly. And yeah, that's all from my side.
Yeah, thank you so much once again
Welcome,
for
Karthik.
your,
Welcome, Karthik.
yeah.
I wish you a good health and a good career. Be in touch. In case you have any
Yeah,
kind of doubt in future, you can just send out a mail to me, and I will definitely reply to you.
yeah,
And
sure.
my all the
Sure, thank
points
you.
in a positive way. Do not take it in a negative way. Please do not take it in a negative way.
No, no, no.
Okay?
I never do this.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Good night.